So guys, I want to point out that, yeah, it's a little obvious there's no intro right now like there normally is. My computer is still in the shop. Pretty sure I can make a skit out of that somehow. I'm not sure. Anyways, subscribe, turn on notifications, and 200 likes would be nice. See you in the video. How you doing, YouTube? So here's a wonderful tip. How do you make money via fractional investing? Well, it's really quite simple.
Please read this description. It is very important. Thank you very much.
So, what is fractional investing? Okay, let's break this down. You go to Jay's stock brokerage, example, okay? And you say, hey, I want to invest, but I don't have that much money to invest. Okay, well, they pull out and they say, well, you can buy Apple for $150. I don't have $150, you say. Well, what are you going to do? Well, it's really quite simple. You can do fractional investing. Cash App, not sponsored by any way. This is not sponsored in any way. Allows you to do fractional investing. You can start investing for as little as $1 down. Now, I personally do invest through Cash App. I use its fractional investing services. Also, I tend to stay, for me personally, away from Bitcoin. Okay, it's just, no, I don't trust Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. It's a bubble to me. It's got all the earmarks of a bubble, but that's a video for another time. Let's stay on point here, okay? Okay, great. So, I invested. Now, the key here, this is very important. If you want to make real money and not just a few cents on every dollar you invested, you got to buy it and hold it. Buy it, hold it. Hold it, okay? Hold it. I don't know what else to say. Hold that stock, that account value, and keep adding to it. Keep building on top of it. Wonderful concept. Think of your money like a pile of ice cubes. Ice cubes? What are you going on about? What you been smoking? Or really quite simple. Stay with me here. Your money is like a pile of ice cubes. If you don't keep adding to it and keep producing to it, it will eventually melt away. Interest, bills, etc. Think of your stock investment as a pile of ice cubes. You want to keep adding to it. Now, if that's $1 every day or so, okay, great. So let's say you invest in 12 companies. Okay, 12 companies. You have $12 a week to invest. Now, you could buy all those stocks once a week for $1 each. Set up a recurring investment of $1 each every week. You will definitely build a portfolio, but it'll take some time. I recommend taking each of those stocks, companies, and equally dividing them up for a total amount weekly invested of $50 to $100 a week. Now, that may seem like a lot, but you're like, $50 to $100 a week, that's grocery money. No, you should have your grocery money in your budget set. I have a weekly budget on my grocery list I go down. If my item that I want to get is not on the list, oh well, not on the list, not getting in. Like the club, you're not on the list, you're not getting in, boo-boo. Okay? So, I will take $50 a week. I will invest that $50 divided up between different companies that I like. I use mutual funds, index funds, ETFs. I try to stay away from individual companies as much as possible because if you invest in a ETF or mutual fund, guess what? Or an index, you're investing across quite a few different companies in that one index fund or mutual fund or whatever you want to invest in. Now, that gives you a greater market share and a greater value portfolio. Say you invest in the index 500, the 500 index, right? That's the top S&P 500 stocks, top companies that are performing, the top 500 stocks of that company that are performing. I probably butchered that, I'm so sorry. But that is a good way to get started. And if you do this, $50 to $100 a week for 1 year, and provided the markets are good and it's not risky, you will have a decent return. It won't be enough to buy you a Bugatti. By the way, don't buy a Bugatti, folks. I know they look good, but they're horrible. craftsmanship and everything, and you want to buy that flashy car, and before you know it, when you're 50 years old, you can't afford to retire because you wasted all your money on stuff it's got no value. Really rich people, wealthy people understand the value of a dollar. Toyota, they take value in pride in their car. You said it in a Toyota, you may not think it's luxurious. I can tell you, as someone who's had a Toyota, those things are built like a freaking tank. Okay, they're built like a tank. I couldn't break the window on mine. Now, ceramic possibly. With my knife, my window breaker possibly, but you couldn't do anything. Ask my roommate, my friend Jay, Blood Vein channel, by the way. Go over and subscribe. He's got some cool things coming out. I'm saying it. We used a tire iron to try and break it. Nothing. Those things are built like a tank because they take pride in craftsmanship in their work. They take pride. Toyota, you guys do quality work. My next car I'm buying, my last car was a Toyota. I would still have it if it weren't for the NYPD stealing it. The most New York thing could ever happen to you. That's an entirely different story for an entirely different time. But Toyota. My last car was a Toyota. My next car is going to be a Toyota. I don't care what you say. BMW's got some good handling stuff, but they're quite expensive to fix. I'd rather buy a Toyota. They're affordable. They get great gas mileage. Anyways, that's an entirely different subject for an entirely different video. Investing. You want to invest $50 to $100 a week in fractional investing. You not only are able to divide that up equally, and you could buy a decent amount of stock for that every week in fractional investing. I'd highly recommend it. So again, this is not sponsored. Enjoy the videos. We're going to make this a full 8 minutes at least. So what are some money-saving tips? Okay, I make my coffee at home. I don't go out to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts and buy coffee and stuff, okay? I don't buy a coffee every day, even though I can go to the gas station for $1 a coffee, but that's $1 I could invest. That's $1 I could squirrel away. My grocery, I mentioned briefly my grocery budget. Yes, I have a weekly budget for my groceries. If an item I want is not on that budget, it doesn't get it. Like, me personally, I like the Philly cheesesteak kits you can buy. They're really good and, you know, a little fattening, but, But they're not always on my list every week. So, say I see them. I want to buy them. And they're on sale, but they're not on my list. Oh well, sorry, no Philly cheesesteak this week. I like tacos, homemade tacos. Stuff not on my list, not on my list. I have a list of things I buy every week, and that's what I stick to. It's discipline, folks, it's discipline. I don't go out and spend on frivolous stuff. Now, of course, I do buy some games because I like to play Xbox, and that is, for me, therapeutic. Now, you're probably thinking, but you just said you're not wasting money on frivolous stuff. No, but if I buy a game and it's therapeutic for me, that's my mental health right there. That's how I relax. That's how I decompress. I don't go out clubbing and stuff. I have fun. And plus, I have friends on my Xbox that I can reach out to and play on, you know, and team up with. For me, it is therapeutic. So I consider that a meaningful thing because if I am doing something to relax me and decompress and help me relax and be de-stressed, then if I'm de-stressed, I can go out and I can make moves and make steps to my future. I don't move without a purpose. Nothing I do does not have a purpose. Everything I do in my life, my day-to-day, always has a purpose. Oh my God, I'm sounding like one of those ARKHAM bros. Like, wake up at 4 a.m., don't watch TV, read books. I read books, but I also watch TV. And they're like, well, every rich man don't have you'll never see a big screen theater at a rich man's home. Are you kidding? They have home theaters, actual theaters built in. Okay, make no mistake. But yeah, we're at over 8 minutes. Kind of went off on a little tangent there at times. I will do follow-up videos on my shopping process for my groceries and why I think Toyotas are a little bit better and all that. But yeah, $50 a week. It may seem like a lot in the short term, but if you think value investing, the Warren Buffett method, you look long-term gratification, not instant gratification, you are going to be so much happier. I can tell you right now. So I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much.